Hi students, analytic functions. I already explained what is analytic function in the previous class and also solved a few problems in harmonic functions and also in construction of analytic function. Now I'm going to solve few more problems in the construction of analytic function, and I'm just showing the table. This is the formula I have written in the previous class and I gave it. See here, if u given with this formula you can find the analytic function, and similarly when v given you can find the analytic function with this formula. This is all I've told in the previous class, and now I'm going to do a few more problems in the construction of analytic functions. Right now this is going to be the first problem. See this problem. Determine the analytic function f of z equal to u plus iv, where 2u plus 3v is equal to sin 2x by cos h 2y minus cos 2x. A similar type of problem you would have seen before in the previous class, where the question was only u there. Okay, instead of like 2u plus 3v, the question was u is equal to the same sin 2x by cos h 2y minus cos 2x. This was the question in the previous class. I solved a problem, and now when you see this, it is like 2u plus 3v, right? So if your question is a combination of 2u plus 3v, what you have to do it, you just convert this to either to u or to v. Then only you can make use of the formula. See this in my formula page. See that here you have left hand side. When left hand side is u alone is there, then this is the formula. Or else if your left hand side is v alone, it is given, then this is the formula. So you have to convert this 2u plus 3v either to u or to v. If it is u, then you can use this formula, or else if it is v, this is the formula. So this is what the procedure you should follow it. So for converting it, I am going to tell you what is the procedure here. See this. Let us start your problem by let f of z is equal to u plus iv, right? And now you multiply this equation on both sides of this equation. You multiply I, so we will get I f of z, that's equal to iu minus v. See here, I f of z, I am multiplying I here. Here also if I multiply I, it is iu, and I you should multiply with this I square value it is minus 1, so it is minus v here, right? You can have this as first equation. Let this be the second equation. And now what you have to do it, you see this constant that is along with your v. See here, the constant that is with v is 3. So this 3 you multiply for the first equation, right? So I'll be having 3f of z, that is equal to 3u plus I 3v. And now the constant that is there with u. Okay, with u, what is the constant? You have 2. So this 2 you should multiply with the second equation, right? So you just write this as 2I f of z, that's equal to 2iu minus 2v. Now we'll add these two equations. Okay, if you want, you can have this equation as third equation. Let this be the fourth equation. Understood? Let me repeat it again. So this is actually in the combination of u and v. This you have to convert either to u or else to v completely. So the procedure is, you just take your f of z this, and when you multiply I on both sides, you will get if of z equation like this. And now the constant that is along with v, this 3, that should be multiplied on both sides of your equation 1. So you will get equation 3, and the constant that is along with u, here it is 2, that should be multiplied on second equation. So you will get the fourth equation like this. Now we have to add these two equations 3 and 4. So when you add your equations 3 and 4, you get the left hand side it is 3f of z, and on the right hand side it is 2y f of z, which is equal to, sorry, left hand side it is both 3f of z plus 2y f of z, that's equal to the right hand side. You will write like this. You can write like this: 3u plus I 3v plus 2iu minus 2v. I just wrote the left hand sides and also the right hand side. Now you can take your f of z as common in this. So it is 3 plus 2y, that's equal to, here you just combine your real part. So you will get 3u minus 2v, and for the imaginary part, take your I as common from these both. So you get 2u plus 3v, 2u plus 3v, right? you just combine your real part and imaginary part separately. That's it. Now we'll write this as capital F of z. The left hand side you have 3 plus 2y small f of z. This I am replacing it as capital F of z, and that is equal to this whole term. Let me write it as u plus I. This term we'll write it as capital V. Okay. So where, if you want, you can describe this what it is. F of z, capital F of z is what for us? Now it's 3 plus 2y into small f of z, and your capital U, what's capital U here? It is 3 capital U, it is 3u minus 2v, and capital V, that's equal to 2u plus 3v. See here, by comparing this, I am writing what is capital V and what is capital U, right? And now when you look the question here, see this question here on the left hand side, what you have? 2u plus 3v. The same 2u plus 3v we have got here, right? See here, 2u plus 3v, that's capital V, we got it. And here also you have 2u plus 3v. So instead of this 2u plus 3v, you can now replace it as what? Capital V on the left hand side of this equation. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do as my next step here. So instead of writing this 2u plus 3v on the left hand side, let me replace it as capital V. So my equation is going to be capital V is equal to, right hand side you can write as it. Okay, right hand side, see I'm going to write as it. Right hand side it is what? Sine 2x by cos h 2y minus cos 2x. This is what on the right hand side. Hope you understood, right? See here, 2u plus 3v, I'm just replacing it as capital V here, right? And the right hand side I have written the same as it. Now see my question, I've converted this 2u plus 3v to the form V on the left hand side. So we have got only V on the left hand side. So it comes under to the form, if V given, you write your analytic function formula. So the formula page I am showing. If V given, what is your formula for analytic function? This is the formula to find out your analytic function. Here, instead of the small f of z, we'll write this as capital F of z. That's the little change you're going to do it here. That's it. Okay. So V given for problem, it is a problem like V given, where this is the formula for writing your analytic function, finding your analytic function. So instead of writing small f of z in the formula, a little change you have to do, you write this as capital F of z. That's it. Okay. So let me write here the small f of z. I'm going to write it as what now? Capital F of z, which is equal to, remaining all at the same only, Vy of z comma 0 plus I Vx of z comma 0 into dz, right? See this, I have written the same formula here. Instead of a small f of z, it is capital F of z. That's it. Okay, and now I should find out Vx of z comma 0 and Vy of z comma 0 from this equation. Okay, so let me write your V again. So it is V is equal to, this V I am just writing it again for my convenience. So it is sin 2x by cos h 2y minus cos 2x, right? So we'll find your Vx here. This you have to do in the form of u by v. Differentiation of u by v, it is what? V u dash minus u v dash by v square. The same formula we had actually in the previous class. Same problem we had like this, sin 2x by cos h 2y minus cos 2x, but it was u there and we have got v here. Okay, so differentiations and all, it is same only. U by v formula, it's cos h 2y minus cos 2x. This is v, and differentiate your sin 2x, it's 2 cos 2x minus, have your sin 2x as it. Okay, that's v u dash minus u v dash. Differentiate the denominator now. Differentiation of your y with respect to x is 0 minus differentiation of cos 2x is minus 2 sin 2x, and already we have a minus here, so that minus with this minus it is plus here, divided by the denominator square, it's cos h 2y minus cos 2x whole square. This is what is your Vx. And now let us find your Vx of z comma 0. That's what the formula here. So we have to find out Vx of z comma 0. So let us find Vx of, capital Vx of z comma 0. That's equal to, here you substitute your x as z and y as 0. Cos 0 is 1 minus cos 2z into 2 cos 2z minus sin 2z into 2 sin 2z divided by cos 0. Here see this cos 0, it is 1 minus cos 2z whole square. Simplifying this, multiply this with this, we will get 2 cos 2z minus 2 cos square 2z minus 2 minus 2 sin square 2z by 1 minus cos 2z whole square. So that's equal to 2 cos 2z minus 2, you take common from the both. So you will get, when you take 2 common from the both, we will get cos square 2z plus sin square 2z by 1 minus cos 2z whole square, and that is equal to 2 cos 2z minus 2 into 1 by 1 minus cos 2z whole square. Since cos square theta plus sin square theta, the value it is 1. And now you take minus 2 as common from the numerator. We will have then 1 minus cos 2z by 1 minus cos 2z whole square. So the square and one term in the numerator gets cancelled. Then we will have minus 2 by 1 minus cos 2z. It's minus 2 by 1 minus cos 2z. The formula it is 2 sin square z. So this 2 gets cancelled. Minus 1 by sin square z, it is cosecant square z, the formula. Okay. So the left hand side we have what? Vx of z comma 0, that we have got it as minus cosecant square z. Therefore, we have got Vx of z comma 0, it is equal to minus cosecant square z. This is our Vx of z comma 0. And now we should find out what? Vy of z comma 0. So for finding your Vy of z comma 0, let me write again what is V. So V, the question it is given as, I have formed the question as V. That's equal to cos h 2y minus cos 2x. This is V. So let me find out V from this. Again Vy from this. Again if you want, you can do by U by V method itself. The same, it's cos h 2y minus cos 2x, and differentiate the numerator. When you differentiate your numerator with respect to y, it is 0, since because you don't have y there, minus have your numerator as its sin 2x, that is v u dash minus u v dash. Now differentiate your denominator with respect to y. So it is what? Differentiation of cos h 2y, it is what? 2 sin h 2y minus differentiation of cos 2x with respect to y, it is 0, that divided by the denominator square, cos h 2y minus cos 2x whole square. So it is v u dash minus u v dash by v square. And now let us find out what is Vy of z comma 0. Replace your x as z and y as 0. First term it is actually 0, since because it is multiplied with the term 0 here. And in second term, if you substitute here y as 0, sin 0 is 0. So second term fully it is 0. So therefore the total answer we will get it as 0. Vy of z comma 0 is 0. So now we found Vy of z comma 0 as 0. And already we found out Vx of z comma 0 is minus cosecant square x. Now we'll substitute these two in your formula. In your formula it is what? F of z is integral Vy of z comma 0 plus I Vx of z comma 0 dz. Here let us substitute now. So I'll just write my formula again. Capital F of z is equal to integral Vy of z comma 0 plus I Vx of z comma 0 into dz plus c. This is what the formula. So we'll just write it. Okay, into dz. Okay, this is the formula. We just write it here. The values what we got it. Okay, So Vy of z comma 0. What is Vy of z comma 0? Vy of z comma 0, it is 0. Just now we got it. Plus I into Vx of z comma 0, it is minus cosecant square z into dz. Okay. So that is equal to I constant integration of minus cosecant square z dz. You can write it's cot z plus c. Okay, so the left hand side it is capital F of z. So we have got capital F of z, it is I cot z plus c. And now the final step it is there. Now you have only the last step we are going to do here now. Capital F of z, that should be replaced in the form of small f of z. That's nothing but you have to replace your capital F of z like this now. It's 3 plus 2y into small f of z. Already we have defined what is capital F of z for this problem. So for this problem, your capital F of z is 3 plus 2y into small f of z. We'll replace this now. Okay. So I'm going to write this capital F of z as what now? 3 plus 2y into small f of z, and that's equal to I cot z plus c. Okay. And from this you should write only small f of z, which is I divided by 3 plus 2y cot z plus c. So here c will also divided by this 3 plus 2y, but again it is a complex constant, so it is enough when you write c alone, and that's equal to I divided by 3 plus 2y. After this you take the conjugate of 3 plus 2y and multiply and divide it by that. So the conjugate of 3 plus 2y is 3 minus 2y. So that you multiply and divide it, and you have cot z plus c. That's equal to, here we have to multiply this term. It's I into 3 minus 2y by, here it's a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. A square is 9 minus 4i square cot z plus c. Okay. And now only the last step we are going to do it now. So after this, see this, you just multiply this I into 3, it is 3i minus 2i square. See this, 3i minus 2i square by 9 minus 4 into I square value is minus 1 cot z plus c. So that's equal to 3i. Here again the I square value is minus 1, so minus of minus, here it is plus. So 3i plus 2 by, here 9 plus 4 it is 13 cot z plus c, right? Okay, so your f of z, capital F of z, it is 3 plus 2y. I substitute the 3 plus 2y. See this, I'll just tell you again, 3 plus 2y into small f of z. I'm just replacing a capital F of z as 3 plus 2y and into small f of z, and then I brought this 3 plus 2y to the denominator. So and then take your 3 plus 2y conjugate, multiply and divide it here. So you will get this now. And after this you just multiply it. I into 3i is 3i, and here it is minus 2i square, where I square value is minus 1. So then it is 3i plus 2 by 13 cot z plus c. Okay.